What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let me move my camera because I put it in the wrong spot. There we go. So I had somebody say, why don't you check and post your numbers of your golf ball tests in comparison to Golf Ball Addict? And I was like, seems like a waste of time because dude does a perfect job and there's really no need to. But because I got bored, I figured, why the heck not? So here we go. We have our notepad with the numbers of the Golf Ball Addict got. Well, if I can figure out how to make this thing smaller here. And all I did was copy from his notes the spins he got with each ball on his little 50 or 60-yard pitch shot. So first up, we're going to start with our AVX on the Square Omni. And I think I can hit a 60-yard pitch shot. I don't know. He's better at golf than me. But let's see what we get in comparison. We'll do like 2 shots, 3 shots if we can dial it in. And then we will put our numbers to the right of his. AVX first up here. Holy crap, I hit that way too far. Whoopsie. So discount that 75.85 or 74.61. What did he have on the AVX? 78.52 on a 60-yard pitch? Dang, I don't even know if I could get that high. Nope, fatted it. Okay, there's a good one. 60 yards, 72.40. Let's do one more. And let's see. Get the TP5 next. So we will say on a good chip shot with the AVX, 72.40. All right. On to the TP5, not the TP5X. I thought it was the TP5X, but it's not. And this is the new one. I just opened it up out of the box. $60-yard chip. 71.64. One more. 78.03. So let's average 7.1 and 7.8 is about 7,400. So we got a little higher number there. All right. I am using, by the way, a Mizuno Pro 50 4-degree wedge for this, if that matters. I probably could get higher spin if I did this with my 58. I don't know. All right, Vice Pro Galaxy ball, which I think it should track, but we'll find out, I guess. That was a terrible chip. Just wiped that one out of the database. All right, it's reading it. 60-yard carry. And we're at 7.951 backspin. One more. That one we didn't strike as good. So 7.951, we'll say. And don't take these numbers because he does like 10 shots and gets an average. So some of them are bound to be lower than mine, taking like 1 or 2 really good ones. All right, super soft. I think he uses a 56, if I remember right. So a 54 shouldn't be too far off. A 58 wouldn't either, I guess. Super soft. Man, that sounded funny. That sounded so much different than the others. That softer shell, I mean, it felt way different off the face. And we got 8,100 here. Let's see if we can get that high again. That carried what, 56, ran out to 60? Yeah, that wasn't as good a one. Let's do one more. So we're at 8,100 so far. There we go. Whew! Look at the spin on that. Holy smokes. That super soft is cooking on the spin. So we went from 81 to 91. So backspin average on that's going to be about 81 to 91, like 8,600. And last up, we'll do the soft feel. I can check his launch angles and we'll compare and see if they are similar as well after we do this spin test. All right, Srixon Soft Feely. Oh, that was terrible. Toey, but it still had some juice on it. 8,600. That's a better one. 91.90. Let's do one more. That's a good one. 78.77. So 91, 78, 81. So we're really probably averaging about like 8,500. Okay. Okay, so last year he did pitching wedge on the 25 balls, 9 iron on the 26 balls. So our first three have got to be a pitching wedge to match up with his spin numbers here. And let me get that window back up. Okay, so pitching wedge, soft feel. Pitching wedge, chrome soft. Pitching wedge, vice. And then we switch to the 9 iron. We're just comparing spin because the launch angles and all that, it's way too much for me to be doing. $81.59 with the soft feel. That's about my normal shot and carry. It might be this red ball is adding extra spin on the LM though. I don't have a white one, and I don't know if that's an issue with a square Omni or not. That was a really good one. Yeah, so we're like 8,100 and 80.33, so let's call it 80.50 on the soft feel. And let's do the super soft next. That's pretty good spin for a pitching wedge. Jeez. I see if it does, if it gets high like this with the with this green one too, and it might be colored. Because I don't think I get that high a spin with even my AVX. That's a good one. 78.17. Man, am I hitting a draw today? One more. And his is an average of 10. Remember that too. It's not always going to be perfect shots in there. That's a Toei one. Yeah, I don't think we can count that one. That was almost a shank. So the spin's going to be high. So the other one was 78, right? There we go. 62.29. That seems more accurate for my normal. So let's go 62 between 7.1 is what, like 6,700. All right, last one with the pitch and wedge, and we switch to the 9. Vice. This one's colored as well, so we'll see if that's making a big difference or not once we hit this AVX. 7,100, about 70.94. That seems more like my normal pitching wedge right there, spin. Sometimes I'll get it up in like 75, but not a lot. Yep, 67, so that's like 6,900 average there. Dead on with what he has. Dead on exact, basically. All right, 9-iron time. We got AVX, and let's change this to 9-iron just to say we did, you know. And the TP5. AVX first. This one I've been using a lot in my sim. Let's get a brand new one, because that ball's probably seen a couple hundred shots. We don't want to do that. We want to freshen. It's a good 9-iron. 7177. Whew! I smoked that 9-iron. That might be one of the best ones I've ever hit. Oh, and then we fatted it, trying to crank another one like it. All right, so 7177. And let's go to this puppy here. We'll say 7100. And last one, TaylorMade. With the 9-iron. I'll check his ball speed and stuff compared to that good 9 and see his carry. Little fadey one, 8,000 spin. Every time I get one with the face open, I see a high spin number. All right, one more. And that one was a little thin, but let's do one more and try to get one solid one here. Oh, then I fatted the daylights out of it. Ugh. No wonder this takes him all day. You hit like 3 good ones. Then you got to delete. Then you got to do another one. Jesus. Can't hit a shot for nothing. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to make sure I have that proper spin number. It was like this one right here. Those last 3. Yeah, so 7,600. I'm going to try to hit one more. Lord, I can't hit a 9-iron now after that great one. There we go. 7418. Okay. All right, 7418, and what was the other? 7612, so 7,500, like exact. All right, so there's that for you. And we are not going to do 7-iron. We're going to jump to driver, because I'd like to just see ball speed and spin since we have similar club head speed, and see what kind of differences we get. Okay, I got his numbers up. Let's see if we can swing a half decent shot now, though. We'll start at the bottom because I have the TP5 laying right here. Sim 2 Max Driver, I think. Is it a Max? Yeah. All right, he had 140 ball speed, 96 club speed, 229 carry, 240 total, 2,100 spin. Let's see what ours looks like. $97.5 club speed. That was a hook. I love hooking balls. All right, one more. Smash was the same. Where's my launch angle? 16. It was up a little bit from his. Ball speed, about the same. Spin was higher though, just because I had that hooky. That's a fade. Okay, that's like a really good drive for me, actually, as far as kind of what I normally see numbers wise. Just my face was a smidge open. Okay, let's just take our first one to get our data from. because it was probably the most accurate. 16, 25. All right. Remember that. We were at 25, and it was like 240 something, about the same. 97, 141, 2500. Ours was exactly the same on Smash, and then we had a 16 launch angle. All right, let's see what we can do with the AVX, which this is what I've been gaming after watching his last review. I tend to go between Super Soft and AVX, which if I'm on bent grass and not Bermuda, I love the AVX, but I don't like it down here in the south on the Bermuda. It just seems like it's too hard. I can't ever get it to land soft, and it doesn't come in as high as the Super Soft. Yeah, I've been hitting these hooks nonstop in the sim and like never on the golf course. All right, so club speed was a smidge less than his, a little less carry in total and ball speed. 1866 spin total, 1978. So we're within 200 spin on that. Just caught that a little bit out the toe. That was a decent drive. Just left a little. We'll use that one. So for our AVX, we are at 227, 240, 95.5, exactly the same. But see, this is where I run into an issue. I see people all the time with slower swing speeds than me that get better ball speed and better carry. I think it's just my my contact is still not that good. And our launch was 15.8. Let me just go ahead and add a me so no one confuses this. Me. All right, let's switch over to the Vice Pro painted and see what we get. Which I have used this Vice and some of these colored balls a lot in here, and I've never seen drastic differences. So it might just be like a spin thing and not really anything else, because everything else has been fairly accurate that I've seen. We're pretty close so far on everything. If you did 10 of these and averaged it, I mean, his data is basically perfect from what I'm seeing. Didn't even get a read. Was I not clicked on the screen or something? Green, green, green. Okay. There we go. That is like my normal good drive. It's just left on the course that usually fades back right. But not apparently today. All right, we'll use that one. And the Vice is at 231 carry with a 241 total, a 95 even club speed, a 141 ball speed, 2699 spin, 1.48 smash, and a 15.6. So yeah, I mean, these numbers are so minuscule in difference. You know that an average would be spot on basically out of everything we're seeing today. I am going to see if he will be interested in letting me film a golf ball fitting with him, because I'm looking for something specific for Bermuda here and clay, hard pack clay greens. I basically just want launch angle, descent angle, and spin. Distance, don't care. Nothing else do I care. I want something that stops when I hit, like the other day I hit a pitching wedge from 125. It landed 124 and rolled, I don't know, 18 yards and stopped on the fringe at the back of the green. I want something that fixes that. And he's probably the man to ask. Super Soft up next. Let's see what this does. Decent drive. That should be in the fairway, maybe. If we could hit a fairway. Okay, I like that. Let's do one more. Spin was 24 total. 135 smash. We'll see if we can get one better lick here. There we go. That was a good one. Yeah, that's a fairway finder. We like that. It's what I've been seeing more often lately. All right. So carry was 226.6. We've got total at 242.6. Club speed at 94.3. Ball speed 135.9. This is why I love the Super Soft. Look at his swing speed, his ball speed, and my carry number is 3 yards less. Like, the Super Soft is spot on. It's probably one of my favorite golf balls. I mean, our smash was the same as his. Lord, we couldn't be more. 117. See, I love that vertical launch angle too, was 17.3. So it came out pretty high and helped my lower ball speed get me more carry. That's what you want to see. All right, last one, soft feel. And let's see if we can get a feel for the soft. See if this red one, the green one, like, we didn't get any oddball numbers there. Everything looked good. Let's see if the red one does the same. I kind of think the Omni tracks the dimples regardless. That's a good one. I mean, I don't even have to hit a second one, I don't think. That seemed to have a lot of fade. Didn't feel that fadey. We'll hit a second one just to see if we can not fade it as much. Didn't think it felt that fadey. There we go. See, now that one didn't feel that fadey either. Now that might be a red ball thing. It very well could be. But we will take that regardless and copy over our numbers. We had 212. I got dyslexic. 212. And then total 223. Club was 98. Ball was 138. And spin. Look at the spin on that. Let's check our other shot just to see. It was what, one driver before the last? So 2,000 spin on this one. Maybe we use this one instead. 18 launch vertically, 2,000, 227, 238. Yeah, let's use that one. That one's more comparable. 227, 238. And everything else was pretty close. The spin was 22 or 22,000 something. And smash, where's smash? 136.4 on the ball. And I guess I don't see smash factor on here. Anyway. Launch angle was 18.6 on that one. Smash has to be like right around that that 1.4 area, so let me click over here. Oh my god, there. We'll just say 1.44 or something again, and 18.62 on our vertical launch angle. So there you go. There's him. There's me. I mean, like I said over and over, you take 10 balls averaged, you're probably going to end up with exactly those numbers. Those are my 5 favorite golf balls right now. The only one I don't play that much anymore is the soft feel. And if you haven't checked out Golf Ball Addict, go check him out. He does a fantastic job with golf balls. He's got a whole data sheet, top 100 from last year, and he's moving through all the new balls of this year. He's the one who got me on the AVX, and who also started me with the Super Soft when I was a higher handicap. And now that I'm down to like that 15-ish area and can reliably hit good shots, you want something that matches your game, and it's really easy to find it when you just go through his data. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy the video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.